Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero anno y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero anno felicidad.
David!
God, Daniel, what can I do for you?
Nothing, I've just come to do some work.
Right you are. Good grief.
I am doing some work, David.
I won't hear of it. Now, have you seen the Danger Man?
David, before we discuss the Danger Man, were you just singing a Christmas song?
Yes, in my native tongue.
David, you're English, surely.
Absolutely not, yeah. No, I was actually born in Puerto Rico, and subsequently, my mother tongue is Spanish.
Well, that's not true, is it?
Neil, you've proven yourself time and time again to be completely clueless about pretty much everything, so I wouldn't get into this discussion with you, even if it was the last thing I had to do. I grew up in Puerto Rico and would eventually migrate to Brazil to escape the brutality of my father. And there I was raised in the wild amongst a pack of wolves from the age of 3 months.
By which point you'd already learned Spanish.
Absolutely. Yeah, I swam to Brazil on my own. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
The only ridiculous thing around here, Neil, is you. You're like a turnip in a gown. No, I can't sit and argue with you all day, Neil, as I actually have real work to do.
What's that then?
I'm going for a cream tea with Carol Poborski.
How does that even come about?
I'm regularly rubbing shoulders with elite sportsmen. It's just part of the territory, being a world-renowned bodyguard and head of security.
David, you are not a bodyguard, you're not the head of security of anywhere, and Carol Poborski isn't really an elite sportsman.
What are you talking about, you senseless little man? Carol Poborski might not be at the top of his game anymore, but he's having a kickabout with David before we go for a cream tea.
And what's the purpose of this meeting?
I thought you'd never ask. Carol is looking for a job in York, and I suggested, after the departure of Bernie Leatherman, that he might want to be a night soilman. He doesn't know what the job entails just yet. I just told him that if he got me a cream tea, I'd offer him a job with her where he worked a night shift.
Well, I can't see why he'd want to clean up your mess, David.
Yeah, he'll be honoured, I'm quite sure now. Have you seen the Danger Man? Or are we just going to pretend that this isn't the greatest issue we've faced in a generation?
The biggest problem is you believing in him, David. It's not an issue for anyone else.
You wash your mouth out, you blasphemer!
Blasphemer?
Yes! A blasphemer! You Christmas turkey with all the giblets hanging out!
David!
David won't hear of it now! Listen here, little boy. Are you having me over for Christmas?
No, not after what happened last year when you misbehaved and opened everyone's presents.
I was not misbehaved. David was not misbehaved.
Yes, he was.
Well, I think you'll need me to help with the catering.
What catering?
For your other guest.
I don't have any other guests.
Au contraire, Neil. Au contraire. You've Roger Whittaker coming over for 3 nights.
No, I haven't.
You have. I've invited him. And he'll be staying in the Premier Inn as of tonight, so you can't turn him away when he arrives on Christmas Eve. He's bringing some toffees with him.
David, I don't know the man.
You do. You absolutely do. He liked you. Yeah, he's seen you and he likes you. He's bringing toffee with him, and you're to produce a cheese board for him. He said he'll whistle when he finds a cheese that he likes.
I don't want Roger Whittaker with his toffees invading my home at Christmas and whistling. It's weird.
It is not weird, not one bit. Anyway, you can't turn him away. He's of a certain age and I don't think you could live with yourself. So, be a good sport and stop resisting it, Neil. Roger's coming to town and you're putting him up for 3 days. His toffees will be lovely and soft. I told him to keep him in his trouser pocket until he comes over, even when he goes to bed.
David, I'm not interested in his manky toffees.
You rude and insensitive little man! I won't hear of it any longer. You're giving me a headache now. Go on, get out before I put you on your back, you senseless and sickly specimen.
He's not staying, David, and neither are you. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. Oh, he'll come round, David. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. Love, David.